Hello friends, and welcome into the AP Top 25. Well, after 2 weeks now of complete college football action, we'll break it down 1 to 25 plus the receiving votes kind of quickly, and then we'll spend a little bit more time because there are some things I do not like this week. At number 1, though, there is no change. The Clemson Tigers remain at the top spot. No surprise there. Number 2, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Again, that's not much of a shocker. Number 3 also stands pat. That is the Georgia Bulldogs. So 1, 2, 3, no change, but there is a change at number 4. The LSU Tigers, they jump up from number 6 as they took down Texas. At number 5, sliding down just one spot, the Oklahoma Sooners. Number 6, the Ohio State Buckeyes, as they also slid down a spot. Notre Dame, they move up one. They go from number 8 to number 7. Auburn, they jump up 2 spots, from number 10 to number 8. At number 9, the Florida Gators. You do see, by the way, some notable point differentials there from 6 to 7, and I guess a little bit beyond that. At number 10, a slider, the Michigan Wolverines, after they barely snuck by Army. Number 11, Utah. They remain undefeated. They move up 2 spots. Sliding down 3 spots from a tough loss to LSU, the Texas Longhorns. Number 13, Penn State. They move up 2 spots. Wisconsin moves up 3 spots to number 14. Oregon, they move up 1. They remain 1-1 after their earlier season loss to Auburn. They were 16, now they're 15. A&M, they slide down 4 spots in total after they lost to Clemson. UCF fans, if you're mad about being behind 2 teams that have lost, I understand. They're 17. Michigan State, they are now number 18. They move up 1 spot, as does number 19, Iowa. More on them later on in the show. Number 20, Washington State. They move up 2 spots there from number 22 to number 20. Number 21, Maryland. They take the place of Syracuse there. Is Maryland just good now? Is that where we're at? I think that might end up being the case there. All right, Boise State, they are number 22. And then number 23, and this one I do not understand, but I'll hold my rant for later. Washington, after losing to Cal, they remain ranked. Then USC, they check in at number 24 overall. And then at number 25, the Virginia Cavaliers. They should have been ranked to open the season. Now they are ranked in the top 25 of the AP poll. So LSU was the big major change this week, at the top of the AP poll. So does LSU deserve to be in the top 5? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I think you can make an argument that maybe LSU isn't one of the 5 best teams in the nation, but I value the resumes. Nobody has a better win right now in college football than LSU. On the road, taking down a top 10 Texas team, or at least a team that was in the top 10. So yes, I think the answer here is yes. LSU does deserve to be in the top 5 of the AP poll. All right, guys, if you missed it earlier, here are the AP Top 25 rankings. Number 1, Clemson. Number 2, Alabama. Number 3, Georgia. No surprises there. Number 4, LSU, giving it 3 SEC teams in the top 4. That's kind of insane there. Oklahoma, they are number 5. I think that's fair. By the way, on LSU, how great was Joe Burrow last night? He really took a step forward from last year to this year. He was absolutely fantastic against Texas. I was very impressed by his play. Of course, Texas DBs, most of the cornerbacks, didn't look very good, but it's still a win for LSU. Very impressive showing there by Burrow. His old team, Ohio State, they check in at number 6. Notre Dame is number 7. Auburn is number 8. Florida is number 9. Look at all those SEC teams in there. And then Michigan at number 10. And I would venture to say they're the answer to at least several of your guys' answer to this question. Who's the most overrated team in the top 10? Look, I don't know what's going on with Michigan. I thought they were going to be better on offense this year under Josh Gaddis, and I thought they were just downright bad. Against Army, the offense looked sluggish. Thought there was some bad play calling. They just kept running the football for 3 yards. That's not going to do anything for you. I think Michigan is a good answer there. I am not sold on Florida yet. I want to see them play better teams. Now, Florida this week in, I guess, one of the better games, because frankly, the Week 3 set of college football it's not great. It's certainly a step down from what we had last week when we had Clemson and A&M and LSU Texas. Florida, though, at UK. Typically, Florida does not lose to Kentucky, but it is a road game, and although Kentucky is not as good as they were last year, maybe it's a potential trap game for the Gators. So with that in mind, which top 10 team is going to lose next? Let me know in the comments section. Maybe you're voting Michigan, maybe you're voting Florida, maybe you're just picking against the team that you really, really don't like. But let me know in the comments section which top 10 team is going to lose next. That's the nature of college football. There's always going to be one. Now, you might think that also part of the nature of college football is you have to deal with commercials. You actually don't have to anymore. Go download the My TV Choice app at chatsports.com/mytv, and instead of boring commercials that you don't care about, you can get Chat Sports videos sent right to your TV instead. And, by the way, it'll get you back before the game resumes. Go download today at chatsports.com/mytv. All right, the rest of the top 25 now. Utah, number 11, a sneaky pick to win 10 games this year. Texas, they dropped down. They, of course, lost to LSU. Penn State is number 13. Wisconsin is number 14, kind of a little Big Ten run there. And then Oregon. So 2 teams in top 15 that have already lost. And you can make it 3 of the top 16 because the Aggies of Texas A&M, they check in there after they lost to Clemson. Number 17, UCF. I'm sure that the Golden Knight fans don't like being stuck behind 2 teams that have not won or have lost the game already this season. Michigan State, they are 18. Iowa, they are number 19. And Washington State, they check in at number 20. Now, the bottom of this top 25, it's going to change every single week. These teams are going to lose. They're going to rise. Maryland, they were not ranked last week, but they earned it because they blew out Syracuse. A very impressive showing. Boise State, closer than expected against Marshall, but a good showing. Here's what I don't like. Washington. Why are they ranked? Why? They lost to Cal, and Cal is only receiving votes. But why? I don't understand how the Huskies can lose a game and then not be ranked. And why is USC ranked ahead of Cal? USC beat Stanford, who is not ranked. Cal beat Washington. I don't understand. I know it's the USC brand name, and the freshman quarterback looked really, really good, Slovis, but that's disrespect to Cal as far as I'm concerned. And Virginia, they check in there at number 25. All right, the rest of the AP Top 25 poll here. Clemson, they are number 1. Alabama, they are number 2. LSU's 3. Oklahoma is 5. We'll get to number 6 here in just a second in terms of the AP Top 25. But again, Clemson is 1. Alabama's 2. Georgia's 3. LSU's 4. Oklahoma's 5. And any issues with that, let me know in the comment section. I think it's fair. LSU's kind of the tough team because Oklahoma might be better than them head-to-head, but LSU has a much better resume because they just beat Texas. All right, the rest of that top 10 then. Ohio State, they are number 6. Notre Dame, they are number 7. Auburn's number 8. Florida's number 9. Michigan's number 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Would anyone be that surprised if by the end of the year, one of those teams was not in the top 15 or even in the top 20? I think that one of those teams you'll see just kind of regress and slide back. I'm sure the early votes right now are for Michigan, given how they played against Army. Although, the last time a top 10 team almost got beat by Army, they went to the CFP. Looking at you, Oklahoma. Moving on now to number 11, that is Utah. Again, a sneaky top 10 pick in the coming weeks here. Texas, they've lost the game. They're still top 12 because it was against LSU, now number 4. Penn State is number 13. Wisconsin's number 14. And Oregon, who also lost the game, is number 15. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like it when I see 2 teams that have lost the game and are 500 in the top 15. Like, just you can make them top 25, I get it, but maybe not quite that high. All right, A&M, they're 16. UCF is 17. Michigan State is 18. Iowa is number 19. Let's talk more about Iowa here as, look, they got the, what I like to jokingly call the Battle of the Corn. Iowa at Iowa State. Iowa State, by the way, is just outside the top 25. Let me know in the comments section. Give me a 1 for Iowa or a 2 for Iowa State. I am curious what the spread ends up looking like as we get closer to kickoff here. I think I'm actually going to go with the Cyclones there. It's what I would have gone with before I saw the gross week 1 showing, but maybe it was just a snoozer early on for the Cyclones. Give me my 2 there in the comments section. All right, the rest then of the top 25. Number 21 is Maryland. Number 22 is Boise State. Again, I don't know why the Huskies of Washington are ranked. They lost to Cal. Cal has only 95 points. They are 27th if you want to go order of the receiving votes teams. I don't know why they should be ranked. Who, and this means multiple pollsters said, you know what? I am going to rank the team that just lost to this other team. I want to rank them ahead of them. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you put Texas ahead of LSU? Like they wouldn't do that. Like, there's no... So why would you do it for Washington and Cal? That does not make sense to me. I don't think it makes any sense at all. They should not be in the top 25, or if they are, Cal should at least be ahead of them. USC's 24. The minute they took down Stanford, they were going to be ranked because the pollsters love a brand name like USC. And the underrated Virginia Cavaliers, they are there at number 25.